Have you ever poured your heart and soul into something, only to have one tiny mistake make you feel like the whole thing is ruined? I want to tell you a story about a sculptor named Elias, a master of his craft, known for creating statues so perfect they seemed to breathe. For months, Elias had been working on his masterpiece. It was a statue of a dancer, captured mid-leap, a figure of pure grace and balance. He obsessed over every detail, the delicate curve of her fingers, the gentle flow of her gown, the serene expression on her face. This wasn't just stone. It was his legacy. He envisioned it standing in the city square, a timeless symbol of perfection for generations to see. Day and night, he worked in his dusty studio. The air was thick with the scent of stone and the rhythmic sound of his chisel. Tap, tap, tap. Each strike was precise, deliberate. He was nearing the end. Just a few final touches on the dancer's face. His hands were steady, his focus absolute. He could almost feel the statue's life force awakening under his touch. Then it happened. A moment of lost concentration. A slip of the hand. The chisel a diffraction too deep, chipping a small but noticeable flaw right on the dancer's cheek. A tiny scar. Elias's heart stopped. He stared in disbelief, the hammer and chisel falling from his numb fingers with a loud clatter. Silence filled the studio. The statue that was moments away from perfection was now flawed, ruined. A wave of despair washed over him. All those months of tireless work, all his dreams for this piece, shattered by one careless mistake. He saw the flaw as a glaring beacon of his failure. He covered the statue with a heavy cloth and stormed out of his studio, unable to even look at it. For days, Elias was consumed by frustration. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep. The image of that chip haunted him. He considered starting over, but the thought of recreating months of work was crushing. He even thought about abandoning sculpting altogether. His pursuit of perfection had become a prison, and this one mistake felt like a life sentence. One evening, unable to bear the silence of his home any longer, he wandered into the city. He found himself standing in the square where he had imagined his perfect statue would one day be. He watched the people around him, a child with a scraped knee laughing, an old man with a face full of wrinkles sharing a story, a young couple holding hands, one of them with a faint scar above their eyebrow. He saw life in all its beautiful, messy, imperfect glory. No one was flawless. Their scars, their wrinkles, their unique quirks weren't signs of failure. They were marks of a life lived. They told stories of falls and recoveries, of laughter and of love. They were what made each person uniquely human, uniquely beautiful. A realization dawned on Elias. Why was he demanding a sterile, cold perfection from his art that didn't exist in life itself? He rushed back to his studio and pulled the cloth off the statue. The chip was still there, a tiny crescent on the dancer's cheek, but now he saw it differently. It wasn't a mistake anymore. He picked up his finest tools, not to fix the flaw, but to embrace it. He gently smoothed the edges of the chip, transforming it. It no longer looked like an accident. It looked like a dimple, catching the light just so, as if the dancer was holding back a gentle, knowing smile. It gave her character. It gave her a story. It made her real. When Elias finally unveiled the statue, the crowd was mesmerized. They didn't see a flawed masterpiece. They saw a dancer full of life and spirit. Critics praised the statue for its incredible realism and emotional depth. One even wrote, "It is the small, charming imperfection on her cheek that gives her a soul." Elias's story is a powerful reminder for all of us. We often get so caught up in chasing an impossible ideal of perfection that we forget to appreciate the beauty in our journey, mistakes and all. Whether it's in our work, our relationships, or our personal growth, it's the so-called flaws, the unexpected turns, and the lessons we learn from our slips that truly shape us and make our stories worth telling. So the next time you make a mistake, remember the sculptor. Maybe it's not a failure. Maybe it's just an opportunity to add a little more soul to your masterpiece. Thanks for watching.